14, Taco Tuesday on Prize Picks. First taco has been released, and we got an NBA prop. We have a full slate of sports. We got 2 games for NBA. We got a full slate for MLB, and WNBA season opener is today. If you guys need picks for WNBA, I did post a video last night. More props have been posted, but I still like the 5 I picked last night. So let's get started. I do have 5 for NBA, and I got a couple for MLB plus a play of the day. My 2-man I already posted this early this morning on Twitter and on Instagram. So let's get started on this 5-man for NBA. And if you notice, I'm going to be taking key role players. They're going to be crucial to take the lead on their series. So first one I'll be taking is Mike Conley. And for him, you can take multiple props. You can either take his PRA, points, fantasy. I'm going to be taking his assists. He's been averaging 7 assists a game. Even before the playoffs started, he was a high assist. So I'm going to be taking his assist at 6. Worst case scenario, it pushes. But he's projected to get 7 or more. His fantasy score will be close. Usually it's at 25.5 or at 25. But he's been very productive these playoffs. So I'll be taking his assist to go over. Second leg I'll be taking will be fantasy scores, and that includes the rest of my 4 legs. First one I'll be taking is Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm going to be taking his fantasy score to go under. His PRA is projected to go under as well. Daily Grind Fantasy has it at a 53.6% hit rate to go under. I'm going to be taking his fantasy score to go under. He does have several turnovers a game. He averages about 2 turnovers a game, and that hurts his fantasy score. Past 10, he's only gone over twice. In this playoffs, he's only gone over once. So I'm going to be taking his fantasy score to go under. I think Josh Hart's going to bounce back, and Jalen Brunson's going to have a monster game. So that's going to take some of the productivity from Hartenstein. Next up, I'll be taking is Obi Toppin, and I'm going to be taking his fantasy score to go over at 16.5. You can look at his points. His points is back to his original line at 8.5. I think he's going to have a big game. I have him projected to go over 10, so you can target his points. I'm going to be taking his fantasy score because he does have several assists and plenty of rebounds in the game. Next up is Alec Burks at 16. He's becoming a key role player for the Knicks. They're going to need him. They are missing a couple key players, but I think the Knicks should pull this one off against the Pacers and take a lead. But it's going to be close. It's going to be one of those games. But I'm going to be taking Alec Burks over fantasy. You can see his past 2 games when they needed him the most, he's gone over well over 20. So I'll be taking the over. I believe OG Anunoby is still out. And my final leg I'll be taking is TJ McConnell at 22. You can also look at other props. Points, PRA are also good. I'm going to be taking his fantasy score at 22. He's been a monster. Been averaging close to more than 10, double his line. So I'll be taking his fantasy score at 22. Pretty much does it all. That completes my 5-man for NBA. Notice a lot of key role players. You can obviously target Jokic, Edwards, Towns. I just don't know which one is going to show up. Jalen Brunson as well. Josh Hart, I know he's expecting a bounce back. He had a horrible game last time out, but they were blown out by 40 points. I expect this game to be close. I'm hoping there not be any blowouts. It shouldn't be any blowouts in NBA playoffs. But it's been weird for NBA this season. But that rounds up my top 5 for NBA. Let's head on over to MLB, where I do have the play of the day. And it hits a loud department. And I'm going to be taking Jack Leiter. Jack Leiter needs to be on your slips. I think this could be a possible new play if you guys need a pair. I'm most likely going to pair this with my second Goblin. On my first Goblin, I did post on Instagram and Twitter already. I did put Carlos Rodon's Gobby strikeouts. I believe it's at 3.5, and I paired it with my first taco. I always recommend, if you guys need to do the tacos, pair it up with the Goblin, so you can have a good bankroll builder day if the tacos do hit. But the past 2 Tuesdays have been horrible for tacos, so just because it's a taco and discount doesn't mean it's 100% gonna hit. So keep in mind that. But Jack Leiter is my top play for MLB at 4.5 hits allowed. He's a decent pitcher, but he allows a lot of hits, and he's going against a team that hits a lot, and that's the Cleveland Guardians. They're very pesty. So at 4.5, I expect that to get bumped to 5. I think that's a low line for him. But that is my top pick for MLB. Other ones I expect bounce back are pitcher fantasy scores. And I expect Sonny Gray and Logan Gilbert to bounce back. Obviously, they were both popular plays a week ago. They both chalked, but I expect them to bounce back. They do have favorable matchups, especially Sonny Gray, which I think he has the win potential. And the other two are pitcher strikeouts. Obviously, I took Aaron Nola as my top 2 last night, but that game already started. Trevor Williams is good at 4, push equity against the White Sox. Kyle Bradish is another one that I like. And Chris Sale, you can never go wrong with Chris Sale. He is at 6.5 going against the Cubs. This is going to be close, but it does have Daily Grand Fantasy does have it to go over. And obviously you can take Carlos Rodon. That's what I paired up with Aaron Nola as my top 2. Ben Lively is also good. But other than that, those are my favorite for MLB. Remember, Jack Leiter is my favorite. As far as for the second and third tacos, I recommend you guys pair it with gobbies. I've looked at the NBA gobbies and they're pretty horrible. So I'm going to be focusing on pitcher strikeouts for MLB. So look into MLB pitcher strikeout gobbies. Those are the best value right now. You can double up or get a 2.5x. So mix and match, gave you plenty of props to choose from. I just hope there's no blowouts. If the tacos do cash, should be a great day. Remember, there is a free square for WNBA. I mentioned this last night on my WNBA video, the Caitlin Clark. Luckily for me, I already cashed this with a gobby 2 days ago. But good luck. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support. Good luck on all your slips. I'll see you guys in the next one.